If this is your first time joining us, go ahead and hit that subscribe button below because you don't want to miss out on any of the Southern Yankee DIY projects, room renovations, or budget savvy home decor. Today we've got something extra special planned for y'all. We teamed up with a bunch of our other amazingly talented YouTube friends to bring y'all some fun Mother's Day crafts. And since he's the one who's made me a mom, I thought it'd be appropriate that he would be in our little video. I know you guys are gonna love the fun things that we came up with for y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and link my friends below. Don't forget to check them out and tell them that we sent you. And I can't wait to show you what we came up with. I know you're gonna love it. So let's get started.
For this project, I used a bunch of scrap wood that I already had. I simply traced out one of the sides onto a piece of scrap wood using a square. I'm going to cut it out using my jigsaw. Make sure that your wood piece is firmly attached to your work surface because it will move around if you don't have it clamped down enough. Your side pieces can be in any kind of shape that you want them to be. I chose something more simple because that's easier to cut out, but you can go ahead and get creative. Use whatever you want to use. The first piece is what you're going to use to trace out your second piece. So just make sure that your first piece is exactly how you want it. You can see that at the top, I did trace around my round wooden closet pole just so I would have an idea of where our round piece is going to go when we get done. Cutting with a jigsaw is not going to be a perfect line or a perfect edge or a perfect circle. So how we're going to finish it off is by using a hand sander. If you don't have an electric hand sander, I definitely recommend one. You could use a block sander for this, but gosh, that would just be a lot of work and a really good workout. Go ahead and sand the top of your side also, just because you want everything to be nice and smooth. Now that we have our first piece how we want it, we're going to go ahead and use it to trace on our second side. So just lay it on your scrap piece of wood and then use a pencil to create an outline. Now you're going to follow the same steps as before using your jigsaw to cut out your second piece. Don't mind my hair, I just thought you'd want a close-up. Now I'm going to attach one side to our base, which is just a scrap piece of MDF. I would have used wood, but I didn't have any scrap pieces laying around, so the MDF is going to have to work. I used Gorilla Glue to attach it first and then clamp it down. Now I'm going to go back with my nail gun and go ahead and just secure it with 2 nails. But it is always good to use a little wood glue with your process also. Now we'll go ahead and attach our second side the same exact way, using our Gorilla Glue and 2 nails. These nails are a little bit longer, about 1.5 inches. We are going to use smaller nails for our picket fence siding, but for right now, you want something a little bit more strong because this is where our handles are going to attach to, and we want this to be nice and sturdy. Again, if you had a piece of scrap wood that was the right size for your base, go ahead and use it. If not, this MDF is going to be fine because you're not even going to see it. Now go ahead and measure the distance from your top 2 pieces. This measurement is going to be the measurement you're going to use to cut down your wooden closet rod. Any handle would work here, but I feel like this is a solid piece of wood and it's also what I had laying around, so it worked out perfect. I'm going to go ahead and attach it with some Gorilla Glue, and again I'm going to use nails because we need this to be strong. This is the handle. When you're working alone, you have to be a little creative, and clamps are like a third hand, so this worked out perfect. I just clamped it together and left a little bit of the edge out so that I could at least get one nail in while holding it solid. Then I just used a nail to attach the other handle side. Each handle side got 2 nails total just because I wanted it to have some extra strength. Now it's time to go ahead and move on to our side pieces. I'm going to use a scrap piece of lattice that I had, but you could also use paint sticks for the sides and just cut off the decorative edge. For the in-between, I debated about whether or not I wanted spacing in between each slat. And then at the end, I decided that I would like a little bit of space just because I feel like that looked pretty and more finished. You could also use a solid piece of wood here. It really just depends on what kind of look you're going for. So I went ahead and used my square as a spacer. You could use anything. You could use coins or a scrap piece of wood, whatever's going to keep it consistent. I'm going to attach each piece of the lattice with just a little small finishing nail. You could also use wood glue here, but I would just like to use nails to be extra sure. Once I had all of my side pieces attached, it was time to go ahead and paint. I did decide that I wanted to leave the handle stained like I had it for the last project, so I went ahead and just wrapped it with a plastic bag. Tape would have worked great too. I'm going to use just a plain Rust-Oleum flat white paint. I really love just spray painting because it just goes so much faster. Just make sure that you get in between each slat and all of your edges. I gave it 2 coats total. And that's it. Your super simple DIY wooden planter boxes are complete. This project is the perfect Mother's Day gift, and you can fill it with real flowers, faux flowers, or just some fun greenery. Your mothers and special ladies in your life are going to absolutely love it. I hope y'all enjoyed this fun DIY, and don't forget to check out my friends' Mother's Day projects. I'll go ahead and link them all below. Tell them that we sent ya. If you are not already subscribing to Southern Yankee DIY, don't forget to do so before you leave because you don't want to miss out on all of our amazing DIYs. I hope y'all have a super happy Mother's Day and a great day. See y'all next time.